Hi and welcome to this tutorial, which is going to be an overview of the back office, and it's going to be part one. So I'm actually in the desktop at the moment, just to remind ourselves that to get to the back office I simply click this button here, We'll Write a Pro Back Office, and that will then send me back to the back office. So this is the dashboard view, and the CRM system is very sophisticated, and it also allows you to have a lot of flexibility. So here we have a very simple view. So what we've got here is the new business that we've yet to convert into an active client. So they've come from the desktop and we've yet to convert them across to an active client. We've got active clients and we've got the new prospects. But today what I'd like to do is to show you first of all some of the options you have under system settings, because this is where you're going to set your system up. So if I have a look at the options, the first thing is you can decide to a certain extent the view that you have on your dashboard. So for example, if we go under view settings, we can show the work panel on the dashboard. So I'm going to do that, and what that does, that tracks your work as you progress through each client to make sure you don't fall behind on that, and that will be a traffic light system. So if I now select yes and then I update my settings, if I go back to the dashboard, and I can do that either by clicking that button, or I can go up to the top left hand corner here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click there. Can you see now that the view has changed? So I've now included workflow management system that will track my cases. If we go back to the options there and we go back to view settings, you can also add the diary actions as well. The other thing you can do is to show a simple version of the client record. So I'm going to show you that now. So I'm now going to actually get rid of the workflow at the moment, because in part one I want to show you the basics. So I need to update my settings. Now if I go back to my dashboard, you can see that workflow has been removed. So we've got this set up in a client record simple settings. So if I go to a bit of new business here, and I've got Tim and Tina Heard, I'm going to create a client record. This is how I create the client record. It's now moved from new business into active clients. And here is a very simple view. Okay, simple view there. So if I look at my client documents, my wills are there, I haven't got any LPAs on here, and that's my simple view. If I want to switch to a detailed view, then all I do is I click on the simple view and say switched to detailed view. Now you'll see that down here is lots of new buttons that I've added, and this is my comprehensive view, and that will include my client documents like before, but it also includes a workflow, and we'll go through these later. It includes customer vault, diary actions, ad hoc actions. You can market prospects. It includes external websites. So basically, if you use websites all the time, then I always likened it to being in a cockpit of a plane. You don't walk down the back to adjust the tail or something. Everything needs to be available in the cockpit. And under this more sort of comprehensive view, then you will have everything you need to sort of run your business. However, you might choose to start with the simple view as you get used to it. So I actually clicked on the client record here to show the more complex view. So if I now go back to the dashboard, can you see that new business has gone into the active clients? And now if I look at the active clients here, if I go for that one there, I'm back to a simple view. Okay, this is a simple view. And the reason it's a simple view is in options, on my view settings, I've selected everything by default to be a simple view. But if I want to change that to a more comprehensive view, if I now go, no, I don't want every client record by default to be simple, so I want it to be more comprehensive, I'll update my settings. Now if I go back to that same client, which was under F, Flintstone, can you see now it's a complex view? It's got all of these extra things in there. So I can choose my view. I'm now going to go back to a simple view for this first tutorial here. So view settings, I'm getting used to it. So I'm actually going to put here simple view. Yes, I want the simple view. I must update my settings. And now if I go back, we'll see that Flintstone is a simple view. Now I went into active clients and there was a index there, and under F I found Flintstone. What I can also do is search through this search facility here. So if I just put in here Flintstone, search the name, and there's my client, and now I should have, and I have got a simple view. So that's the first tutorial. We'll swiftly move on to the second tutorial where I'll go through some more of these options. We'll start to work through them. But that's your part one of the overview of the back office.